All right, so here we are on week 6 of the hybrid learning for History of Americas class. Just kind of a little overview of what you have to do this week. We have a couple in-class assignments that we'll be doing since we have a full week. The first one is just going to be kind of a preview of looking at the wars of liberation in Latin America. So the idea here is that there's a little bit of a reading for you to go through, and it kind of breaks down different ideas of parts of South and Central America. There's also some notes and a link for a little introduction to this as well that will help you kind of get a preview of about a paragraph to show that you kind of got an understanding of what was going on in South America. Then day 2, we're going to do the presentation of this information. So you're all going to focus on Mexico, and you're going to be assigned a different reading from these background docs, and then you are going to present visual and textual information that are answers to the questions on your specific document. So when you actually open this up, they'll be divided up by numbers. So for those of you that are A students and those of you that are B students, you'll be assigned a different document. And then at the bottom of those documents, which you can kind of see here, there's group 1. And then basically it takes you through the reading, and there's some different aspects of what you're supposed to be looking at. Group 3, and then we go over to 4. But if you notice at the top of each one, there's the question. So essentially what you're supposed to do is just answer this question using the reading for each one that you're assigned. And then you're going to give your response with visual and actual basic information in this flip grid, which will take you here. That's the Mexican independence presentation. So that's just kind of an extension of the discussion. And you'll have, if you're a B student, you'll have time in class to work on this. Now, for the summative, you'll have a choice, and I've talked a little bit more about this in class, but basically, you don't have to do all of these. You just have to do one. And it really just depends on which one you want to get. So as long as you get a 2 or higher on the actual grade of the assignment, you'll get either a 2, a 3, or a 4. So that means if you take the objective assessment for the unit, this includes everything dealing with the American independence movement as well as all the South American ones. The idea here is that as long as you get a 2 or higher, so if you get a 4 on this, you still get a 2. All right. If you do the Bolivar or San Martin summative essay, this is pretty much just straight up looking at reading from one of these 2 leaders, and you write an essay, 5 paragraphs. As long as based on this rubric you get a 2 or higher, you get a 3, which means if on the rubric you get a 4, you still get a 3. If on the rubric you get a 2, you still get a 3. All right. And then the last one, this is more of a media presentation of creating events and information from kind of the combination of this coming of independence discussion based on a country. So if you kind of look at it, they each take a little bit more work, if you will. Like, 1, you're just writing an essay. For a 4, as long as you get a 2 on what you created, you'll get a 4 as a total summative grade. So this is a little bit different. We did a couple of these things last year where you get a choice of what level of learning you want to do. And basically what this comes down to is, for a 2, you're just taking an objective test. It shouldn't take you too long. We've done quizzes already. For 3, you're going to have to do a little bit more research, some writing. For 4, you have to do a little bit more research and create a presentation. So obviously this is trying to kind of get at to what time you have and what amount you have. Now, one question I always get is like, can I do the 2 and then also do the 4? Yes, but you have until Sunday. And I'm not playing around with this one. Too many of you are just, waiting till Monday at 2 a.m. and saying, oh, I forgot to get it in. Come on, all right? You make the choice by Sunday to get one of these in. That's your grade, okay? You're getting multiple options of the type of assessment you want to do. You should have plenty of time to work on this in the week. So please just be a little bit more understanding of like, I don't have all week. I have 4 other classes, so I need to kind of balance of when you're doing these things. So you have until the end of the week. Please get one of these 3 in as soon as you can. All right, and we'll see you later.